girl, I was sleeping like a baby. We had rain and stuff.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Thanks for coming through. For those of you catching the replay, please leave a thumbs up and a comment, and I'll leave you a heart and let you know that I saw you, and thank you for coming through. At least thank you for watching my video. Well, our live. Let's put it like that.
Hey
guys, desire for me. Hey, my Renaissance grandma.
Hey,
how y'all doing? It's good to see you, ladies. Hey, Miss Peach Nut.
Hey, Miss Mona, how you doing?
Did you enjoy church today?
I did. It was really good.
I saw you in all that blue, looking all cute in there blue.
It was really green. It came up blue, but I was trying to post it before. Next time I'm gonna do better posting it earlier.
Okay.
I'm just now trying to figure out how to put it on YouTube, because YouTube, to post something, unless it's a short, it has to be a video.
Oh,
so that's why. Yeah, I can't post just a still picture or just type something on there on my page, on my thing.
Hey, she is Sunshine.
Well, hello there, she is Sunshine. How you doing?
Thank you for being a member. Appreciate you. And my Renaissance grandma, thank you for being a member.
Oh, they are in green. That's right. There it is.
Yes.
Oh, green means money. Money, 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 money. Look at that bit roll. Look at you.
Hey, Ocean. Thank you for coming through. How you doing? Hey, Darcia.
Darcia's in green
thank you
too.
For being a member. Appreciate you.
Yeah, this is my first time noticing her. Wow, official Jamie.
Hey, the Buzz Files. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming through. Hey, official Jamie. Thank you for being a member. Hey, Mike. How you doing?
Hey, the Buzz Files.
Hey, Debbie. What's up, baby? I love you too, Mama.
I
hope you're doing all right over there. How's the weather? Because it's cold over here. It's actually cold.
See,
I had to bring my soursop in the house, and I brought in a couple of tomatoes that I had out there, but I didn't bring in my Cherokee purple because they're in a big pot, and the pot is too heavy for me to bring in the house.
Did you cover it up?
Yeah, I did cover it up with the top so that
good. So what's your temperature?
Hey, Tigsy. You know what? I know that the temperature is supposed to drop. So
I don't know what y'all
today it was 54 degrees and it felt like 46. So I'm looking at if it dropped down into the 40s, it's gonna feel like it's in the 30s, and I didn't want it to kill my stuff,
Yeah. Hey, Darcia, how you doing? Hey, Jane Doe.
Hey, Jane Doe, how you doing? Good to see you.
So tomatoes is tolerant down to 55. And so I tell people, they said, well, they said 50. I said, but what does it say it feels like? And they're talking about what it feels like on your skin, which is the same as what it feels like on your plant skin. So if it feels like 30 or 40 on your skin, that's what it feels like for your plant. 30 or 40, tomatoes, peppers, and those things, they can't tolerate.
Oh, so we have to go by what it feels like, not like what the temperature is, but what it feels like.
Exactly.
Okay. And because we was having that discussion, and I was like, well, I don't know, and I'm not for sure. And look.
Yeah, if it feels like 40 to you, it's gonna feel like 40 to the tomato or the pepper or your melons or anything that is a summer crop that is not tolerant of the cold weather. So on its skin, it's gonna I'm saying the skin, but its skin on the tomato plant, pepper, whatever plant, it's gonna feel like 40 and 32, even though it's saying 55. It's gonna feel that temperature. Hey, Casey, like that too on that plant, and that's what that plant's gonna respond to.
Hey, Tigsy. Hey, Cena Renee. How y'all doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming through.
Hey, Spinner Renee. How you doing?
Great day.
You guys have a blessed Sunday. So I didn't know you were looking. I'm so happy you came to church with me. That made me feel good. I got my friend in church with me. Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
because I left my church and went to your church. You know?
Oh
Yep, sure did. I was like, okay.
yes, I'm gonna put an invite out there a better way. So because I didn't know how to do there's something said just put it in the website, I guess it's what. So I typed that in. And I said, because I was wanting to give people something they could, touch, but I don't know if it worked out that way.
Hey, Lady Crochet Manuela, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming through.
Good evening, ladies.
Good night,
Lady
Debbie. Sleep
Crochet.
tight. Sweet dreams,
Good
dear.
night. Who's leaving? Deborah?
Debbie, she don't stay long. She just come in and say hi, and because she getting ready to go to bed. She an early bird.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming by.
Oh, I'm fine. Getting ready to eat a little something right quick.
What you
I
eating
messed
over
around
there?
and had a accident today, and I didn't eat, so now I'm getting a chance to eat.
You had an accident. You mean like what kind of
Yeah,
accident?
I don't know. I guess the power went out or whatever a few days ago or whatever, and I've been smelling something in my garage, and I didn't know what was going on. I go in there, and the deep freezer was hot, so
Oh,
everything in there is out of there.
ooh, not
And oh
good.
my God, that smell when I opened up, I was like, oh Lord, you would have thought I did something to somebody up in there.
So big
Look.
out in the freezer. Oh my goodness. Oh, bless her. You had to get all that stuff out by
Yep,
yourself.
I had to get it all out.
So what happened? It just
Where are
coughed out?
you? And it's been hot here. I'm in Texas. It's cold. It rained all around me yesterday. It rained everywhere but at my house. Castor 55 says she was at church with you today.
You came to church with
Hey,
me?
Castor's 55.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for being a
Pastor.
member. And
We
thanks for coming
appreciate you.
through.
Listen, I appreciate that. I'm gonna do better by trying. I'm new at trying to do all that stuff, so I was a little late. And then we're gonna talk about the person I was with was running late too. But anyway, another story. You probably watch it. A little late getting there today, but we're gonna do better.
Is that what you was running for? That's why you was running, because you was late?
You saw me coming down the aisle?
Yeah, I saw you running down that aisle.
Because I don't like to get there late. And the little knucklehead, and I call her knucklehead, that, drive, well, we had a driver today. But anyway, she always waving at people coming down the aisle like she Queen Bee. I think you don't get down this aisle so we can get in the pew. We at church. No fashion show. Anyway, I rushed to come on down because we sit down front. And if the pastor's up and they singing, we need to get to our seat. I'm old school like that. But my little sister, honey, bless her heart. She be in them 10 feet tall heels and tooting her little self on down the aisle. I don't walk slow anyway. I'm a fast walker. But she be strolling down the aisle. I didn't know y'all saw that part.
Yeah, I saw you. I told you I was there.
Darcia, you planted your tomatoes and red peppers. Listen, so what growing zone are you in? I know I ask everybody that all the time, but I don't remember. I got my season card because a lot of people planted their tomatoes and peppers out in a tip drop. Make sure you cover them up if you're expected to have low temperatures.
You know what? I need to go and cover up my pepper because I put my pepper out there talking about it wasn't gonna get cold again. Everybody was warning me, trying to tell me, but I'm hard-headed. I don't listen. And here she comes. And one that was telling me, yeah, it's gonna get cold one more time.
One more time.
It ain't gonna get cold. It don't get cold here.
Now we tell her, Granny, we call her Charlotte. It's going look. I kept telling you, don't trust this weather. Don't trust it.
Gloria Elliott.
I know. It's not gonna. Let's see. It's supposed to. The coldest night we're supposed to have is like 48 degrees. I'm gonna cover up my tomatoes just to help the ground keep them warm a little bit, but I think they'll be fine.
Hey,
Yeah.
Zach.
Hey, Zach. Hey, Gloria. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Listen, I'm even when I get off this, it's just gonna go out there. Mine are in the seed snail roll, so they are kind of protected
Oh, you're in
all the way up
Georgia.
to the end, you
Uh-huh.
know. Yeah, and that's a good thing about the seed snail roll is their protection. You know,
Right, right. Yeah.
Darcia, you know we're gonna go down into they say the low 30s, early 40s
Oh,
tomorrow, I think, or Tuesday. So go and cover your plants up, darling. Look at the weather. I don't know what part of Georgia you're in, and I don't need to know. Just look at the weather for your area and just throw something over it. Because those
Throw
tomatoes will be
what
looking.
over it?
You can throw
Oh, you
a
know,
tarp
okay,
or a blanket or
okay.
something.
I got to find something to throw over my tomatoes because I got tomatillos and a tomato that's beautiful out
Now,
there, and I
now
don't
you
want
have to be careful with tomatoes
to pay
because
money for that.
if they are tall and you throw something like a blanket or something heavy over it, it will bend it and break it. So what you want to do is put some sticks down or something like that so it won't touch it, and then throw
right,
it
right.
on a hoop or something. So it would just be over it and not touching it. Because touching it is the same as not having the cover on it when the weather drops like this. Because the blanket would take on the temperature. So you just have to be careful. We dropping down tonight into the 50s, but I need to see what the feel like weather is gonna be. Go by the feel like weather.
Mona, what's the weather supposed to go down to? What's
Oh,
no?
I didn't look, but I think it's supposed to go down into the 40s.
You in
Yeah.
Douglasville, so it's gonna
It
be a
was
little
feeling
cooler up
like
there
it
than
was
it
in
is
the
down here.
50s today, but it was feeling like it was in the 40s. So I'm thinking it's gonna feel like it's in the 30s.
It might, because if the wind's blowing, that's what'll make it really cold.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's 49 degrees already.
Oh wow.
Y'all ain't
Yeah,
living right in Texas. What's wrong with y'all?
yeah, yeah.
So
This,
you're a
this
day ahead of us on the cold,
I
Mona.
ain't never in Texas.
So we're gonna be at the low of 64 tonight. So we're pretty safe. But tomorrow night is going down to 45 degrees. I'm bringing mine in because they're right at the door. And 41 degrees on that night on Tuesday.
So I gotta restart my seeds.
Why?
Cause that stuff gonna die. I ain't going out there.
No, it's not gonna die. It's not gonna die unless it gets
Look,
frost on it.
let me tell you a secret.
My pepper out there.
Look at your daily weather and see how long is it going to be in the 40s.
Okay.
It is going to be for just an
supposed
hour.
to
Don't
get
worry
down
about it.
to,
You're
it's
not
supposed to
listening.
get
That's
down
what
to
they're telling me.
44 degrees.
Your tomatoes are gonna be fine.
But it's not saying what it's gonna feel like.
Listen, Mona. How long is it going to be 43 degrees? How many hours?
It's gonna be 43 tonight and 43 tomorrow night, and then it's gonna go back up to 50 Tuesday.
Can you pull up the day that shows what time at night and how long it's going to, how many hours is it going to be 43? That's really important because if it's only going to be an hour or two, your tomatoes going to be, fine.
Well, tonight is supposed to be 46 from 4 to 8. 4
Oh, that's
hours.
4 hours. Well, that's quite that's a distance. That's a distance.
Hey, Diversity Love. Good to see you. Thanks for
Diversity
coming.
Love. How are you doing, precious?
Mona, I think they're gonna be fine.
Okay. Because
I really do.
we was gonna get this cold. You brought this up on me.
I did not.
You did.
I warned you when I said Easter's late this year. Look for a cold snap. That's what I said.
You sure did. You told me this was gonna happen.
When
I
Easter's
kept saying
late,
that's why we put our things out in middle of May because you get these unexpected cold snaps. They'll say, "Oh, your last frost date was," and everybody get inside and throw their vegetables outside. No, don't do that because you're gonna get some dips in temperatures, and whether it's a cold, whether it's a freeze or frost warning or not, if that temperature dips, those tomatoes and those peppers will be like, we can't take it. And your melons, we can't take it. So leave them out there, cover them up, and bring them in.
I'm gonna cover mine. Just put a light blanket over them, and that's all I'm gonna do. And they're probably not gonna be too cozy, but they'll survive.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
For me to go outside and it's too cold. I ain't going out there.
Don't go outside. Sit down and enjoy your chat, girl.
So
Yeah.
it is what it is. Whatever's happened, gonna happen. My trees
You
staying
know,
outside.
Casey's got jokes. She said,
Putting
we'll go
up
outside with
in the
you.
Chicago winters. They can handle Texas cold snap. Girl,
That's it, sunshine. That is right.
say, yeah, better toughen up. We will go out in the yard with you. No, you're not going out in the yard with me. You gonna be in your nice warm house. You ain't going out there with me. It's cold out there.
She ain't even know it. She there. She here with me. She ain't even there. Listen, she is
You
sunshine.
can't.
My
I
things are
can't
staying
jump on
outside.
your back if something come across. Nah, we ain't doing that.
She is sunshine. What kind of trees are you talking about? Staying outside. They better toughen up and manage Chicago winters. They can have a Texas cold snap. Are you talking about like apple trees and things like that? Because you know they love being out in the cold. Is that what you're talking about?
My trees are staying outside.
Oh, diversity love. That's a good idea.
What's that?
A
Putting
compost.
compost up
green.
under the greenhouse
Yeah,
to keep it warm.
that's a really good idea.
Tough love, like bro gives his
A
plant.
compost
He
pot?
tells him if they die,
Got a
he'll
pot
kill
with a compost?
I'm gonna give them some tough love, like Brooke. If
they die, he'll kill them.
Doggone.
She is sunshine. I can see the citrus, but the peach and apples. You don't bring peaches, apples, plums, fluots, apricot. Those stay outside no matter what. Don't bring them in.
I'm leaving my citrus outside. They'll be fine.
Yeah, the citrus, but not the apple trees and the peaches.
I don't have apple. Yeah,
you don't bring those inside. Those are outdoor trees.
Are the ones that already have.
Oh, you know what? My limit should be all right. They should be all right.
It's not going into the 30s and the 20s, so it's fine. You don't need to bring in citrus if it's in the 40s and late 30s. Really, I don't bring mine in at all. They stay outside and I cover them up and they're just fine. They may lose a leaf or a limb here and there, but
it don't hurt them.
I'm bringing that to my house. So look, if I bring something in, I got to strip it of all the soil, rinse it off real good, and give it some soil that's been boiled in something that's hot water's been over.
Yeah.
Hey Wanda, how you doing? Thanks for coming in.
Hey Wanda.
Yeah, I don't because I don't play that, honey. I ain't bringing them. But even if you bring it in the garage, it's still subject to get out and fly into your house.
Cold garage, they don't get no wind on them, but it's still cold.
Yeah, it's still cold in the garage.
I put a heater in my garage. What you talking about?
You got a heater there?
Yeah, I put a heater in there.
Girl, we got too much stuff in our garage. Our garage is 10
down at least 10 degrees. Yeah.
You probably don't have a lot of stuff in your garage. Our garage.
Yeah, I do. Ooh, Miss Peach.
We got lawnmowers with gasoline.
I got 2 lawnmowers in there. Yeah. I got gasoline in there. I got all kinds of stuff up in there.
He wanted to
you bought your Miracle Berry in, but it also needs some TLC. Okay.
I brought my Miracle Berry in, but it also needs some TLC.
Okay. That's cool.
I don't know what I've done with my crochet hooks. They're here somewhere. I just don't know where I put them.
Yep, don't want no critters. I don't play critters in my house. I'll hunt them down and kill them. I have a pair of scissors I walk around with, and I just get them and cut them in half. I just walk around the house if I see them. The only problem I've had recently, because I do have my zapper, is those doggone squash bugs are getting in some kind of way. I've got a fireplace full of squash plants and tomato plants, and all of a sudden they're flying around right next to where I sit. I moved my zapper so that I could put the plants there, and if I kept the zapper there, they would go towards that. But the squash bugs are in my house. I had about 4 that I killed within the past 3 to 4 days, but they moved slow enough whereas I could walk up to them and take the scissors and cut them right in half. And still be moving. I be committing murder for him on the squash bugs. I ain't playing with them. Because if they get your squash plant or your tomato, they can lay eggs and you have squash plants all in your house. I ain't gonna do that. No.
Cut them in half with the scissors.
Yeah, I take the scissors, boop. Yeah. So she'll say I leave my light on in the garage. Okay.
That's hilarious.
Yes,
Oh, she
you
bought a gooseberry.
all right, she is so sad. I do it with sister head on the bugs. I had thought about that. You bought goose. You're gonna love those gooseberries. Yes, Wanda.
What does a gooseberry taste like?
I was great to say.
Almost like a grape. It's larger.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
really?
Yeah, it's delicious.
Can we grow them in the South?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Oh, you definitely can grow them where you are. Hi, J3GS. How you doing? Welcome in.
I might have to check that out.
Hey, J3.
Look, Miss,
How you
don't be
doing?
an enabler now, Miss Peach Nut, because I have spent more money in the past month than I have spent in 3 years on that garden.
Well, listen, I may be able to help you out with the gooseberry. I can just cut off a piece and you can propagate it and send it to you. How about that?
Oh, that'll work. That works
He
for
has,
me.
J3 says that he's looking for a Pakistani mulberry. And
Mulberry
J3,
tree.
I just looked at where's the name of the place I just looked at, and they do have them because I was thinking about buying one. If I buy one, I'll send you part of my cutting.
What's this?
Ison's Nursery, Ison, ISON apostrophe S. You're probably familiar with them. Has them.
Yeah.
They have the Pakistani mulberry, and so I think I'm going to go on ahead and just get one. But they're $44.
Miss Peach Nut,
Hmm.
last week you said you wanted something. You said somebody was gonna get it for you. What was it?
Did I say something I was going to get? I just want it.
No, you said somebody gonna get it for me.
Nah, give it that one. Not like that. The
Yeah, you did.
I did coffee cake. The
A
coffee
coffee
cake.
cake.
Coffee
it
cake for cinnamon.
Jane Doe, what was it? It was the coffee cake.
Cinnamon.
I can't even remember the name of the doggone
Persimmon.
fruit. Persimmon.
Is that
And the
is
other
it
one was
persimmon?
the chocolate one, I think.
Chocolate persimmon?
Yes. She says it's so nonchalant. I was like, yeah, I did. I look. I was proud of myself. Cut them suckers in hand. I cut one in about maybe 5 pieces because he kept moving. All the pieces kept moving. I don't know what that was all about. But he wasn't gonna get himself that together on my watch, so I cut him up and scooped him up inside the little trash thing and threw him in the garbage. Yep. He had to go. But other than that, I haven't had any bug problems because I do boil my water and I kill anything that's inside of the soil. All right, J3. Y'all hear that pop? Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
Another one. You know what that is. You ought to be hearing it in your house. Another one bites the dust. That means something just flew over after that zapper.
Uh-oh.
That zapper don't play. That is a good zapper. Huh? Did you hear it, Charlotte?
I did hear it. Yeah.
And that's in the other room.
Oh,
I need to get her.
That was big then.
Yeah.
And that's the stuff that's flying around in your house.
Yep.
I need a zapper. Did you get it from Amazing?
Yes, I did.
Yep.
Mo got one. My little place sister.
$50-something, I think it was.
Y'all
today.
$50? Wow.
For 2?
Oh, for 2, right. You got 2. I got 1. I need to get another.
2.
Yeah, look at it. And look, have you seen anything flying around your house?
Yeah, I got stuff growing in my house.
I say, have you seen anything flying around in your house since you got them zappers?
If I do, I knew it was going over there.
You know, some of them wait till they get too real close before they zap them. But this one has a range. I can't remember how far out and zap them.
So they get used to teasing it, and then they like it comes out and
Yeah,
gets
it doesn't. It don't be playing.
them.
It does not be playing.
Well, I can't spend no money for probably about a month.
They may be cheaper now. I don't
Some,
know. This particular one is LIBA is Liba. Look it up and
okay,
see.
I
I don't
will.
know if that sounds too good at J3 GS Ladies of the Night. What's that, my Renaissance?
My son's going to the prom this year, and I just had to rent a tuxedo this weekend.
She is Sunshine. If you ever tasted a mulberry, which is a very delicious fruit, isn't that right, Mona? Because Mona got a lot of mulberries on her tree.
One before,
It
and
is
I
so
keep,
good.
Did you see it?
Yes. But the everbearing is about this big. The Pakistani is this big. So you get more flavor, more fruit with the Pakistani because it's a longer fruit.
okay, I was wondering what was the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to
Pakistani
go
is
and
about
get
that
one of
long.
those
They
then.
tend to be pretty long. Some of them like this, some of them like this. So,
Okay.
and you know, so it takes about maybe 5 everbearing to equal the
One
taste, the
Pakistani?
fullness, yeah,
My
of
gosh.
the Pakistani because it's longer. And I've had 2 Pakistani, but I killed them. I don't know what happened. It's hard to be beautiful.
Mona, what kind did you send me? Do you
Everbearing.
know? Everbearing. Okay.
Brand
Yup,
name of the
that thing
Zappa
should be
is the
standing
Leva.
up.
Oh, it
L-
is.
Huh?
It is standing up.
I know it is.
She said, did yours have some roots
Joe.
on Charlotte? When she said
It
that?
had roots.
Okay.
Yeah. A good bit of them too. I was really surprised.
Listen, I don't know if you saw one of my latest videos. The video prior to that showed me taking cuttings from my mulberry bush out there on my deck. And I
Well, I
just
saw the one you did today, I think, where you had a bunch of little cuttings in the gallon pot.
right.
And I was absolutely amazed at how good
Yeah.
they're doing.
They've all taken root. It's about 20, 30 of them in there. Got leaves and everything.
Wow. You
Yeah.
said you had like only one that didn't
Just
have a
one.
leaf on it or something?
Yes, and but I think it's taking root, though it just doesn't have any leaves. So it's still
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So I'm
I
gonna let
sure
them grow up a little bit more for about another month, and I'm giving them away.
Okay.
I think it's a Levo.
It's an LIBA. Is it LIBA? Let me look and see.
You know what? I forgot what it was. Don't give me a line. What kind of bug think it is? One of them gnats.
It is LIBA, Liba.
Leva
Yeah,
bug zap.
and they had a sale on them so many months ago, 2 for a good price, and I didn't buy another one. I should have, but Liba, and it's good. You know, I love it when young folks do the research already. All you have to do is go buy. Because normally I would have had to research which one was the best, but she'd already done that.
Is it the kind you plug into the socket there and
Yeah,
just
you have
leave?
to plug it in. Mm-hmm. It's
Okay.
an indoor.
Okay.
And it's real easy to change the light because I had to change my light today.
Oh,
Okay.
so I got one light out. I'm waiting for the other one to go out. I'm not going to change it until that one goes out. And then, believe me, I will be in here changing both those bulbs because I
And I'm
bought
gonna
extra
tell you,
bulbs.
put you some rubber gloves on because being that it's unplugged and turned
Oh, I
off,
changed it before. Yeah, I unplugged it.
I got zapped.
What? You trying to change it when it plugged in?
It
What's
was
wrong with you?
off. It was unplugged. The plug was sitting right there next to me.
And is that how long did you
It
wait?
zapped me. You can
Zap
smell. You can actually smell that burnt from my nail. Yes, that thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So you unplugged
be
it and
careful.
immediately went to try to change it. See, I wait because it's still hot.
It wasn't that much immediately.
How long did you wait, darling?
A few minutes. Because I was doing something else.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Matter of fact, I unplugged it and went to go get the light bulb from in the other room and came back to change it.
It still had some.
Gypsy, how you doing? Thanks for coming
It was
in.
still fired up. It was ready. It fired me up.
Yeah.
Me.
It ain't funny, but really, it look. And you know what? I make sure I have extra bulbs. I ordered some more bulbs and have extra bulbs. I don't ever want to run out of bulbs because that would be the death of me.
Oh no.
Yeah,
hey, crafty gypsy, how you doing?
Nope. I want to, sometimes people be reeling you in to buy these things, and then the supplies you need for it, all of a sudden it don't happen no more. So I wanted to make sure that didn't happen to me. As a matter of fact, while we talking, when I get off this, I'm gonna order some more bulbs.
More.
Keep on ordering bulbs. I always have 4 extra bulbs.
I ordered 4 of them.
Yeah,
they was $15.
Yep, they're gonna probably go up some more because things.
They was on sale. That was a sale.
Really? Well, I need to hurry up and get up off my tail and get out there and order some.
Everything is going up like crazy.
Yep, it's on sale today.
Especially if it's coming from overseas. These folks ain't too happy with us, so they gonna charge us. And they say, "Look, y'all, we ain't got nothing to do with y'all, but we gotta do what we gotta do."
Yep.
You guys always make me feel like being back at home. Such lovely ladies. You're so sweet, darling. So deserving. Gloria Elliott, how you doing?
Hey, Gloria. I feel like my hands ought to be busy.
You so used to
you ain't doing nothing?
I can't find my stinking I got that little foldable zip container for my crochet hooks, and I have no clue what I did with it, and so I'm just sitting here.
Look, I'm sure you got something you can do with your hands.
I do. I mean, I've got my my diamond painting, but I wanted to crochet tonight because I've got.
You don't got greedy. That's what the problem is. You don't got tired of them little ones. You just want a handful of the big ones. Once you get hooked on mulberries, I'm telling you, those are the sweetest. Go to one of your big box stores or one of your nurseries because they do have mulberry bushes there. That's where I tasted my first one. Now, I've been growing a mulberry bush for years. I never go around on that end and taste them because I don't get to go around on that end, and the birds, of course, been getting them.
Right.
Once I went into, I think it was Lowe's, and I said, "Oh, they got a mulberry," and it had mulberries on it. I said, "Oh," and I tasted that thing. I said, "Uh-oh, I'm in trouble."
Good to have it.
Oh my goodness, it was so good and sweet, and you want more. You want more because it's so good.
Right.
Said, oh no, I got to have a lot more of these bushes, honey. So yeah, I do want the Pakistan, and I'm going to probably go ahead and buy it. Pray that I don't kill it. Hard to kill a mulberry bush. I don't know what was going on. I probably didn't water the sucker. And they grow fast.
Do they? This one I thought that Mona sent me is really, it's leafing out. It's standing up straight. I put it in a I don't know, maybe the pot's probably about 10 inches across, and it's doing fine.
It's gonna be all right.
Yeah,
that one that I had was just a stick. The one upstairs on my deck, it was just a stick I got from I think it was Tractor Supply. Yeah, from Tractor Supply.
Yours already had roots on it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Mine.
Hers.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine had root everything.
Mine was just bare, just one little stick, and that thing grew up within like 3 or 4 months. It was bushing out.
Well, what I'm gonna do this year, I'm gonna put a whole bunch of them in some soil, and when people want them, it's gonna already have a root.
Right. That's what I'm doing now.
Well, now how big can they be before you start taking little cuttings off of them?
Mine just look like that, smaller than that. Some of them. Look, you mean how round or how long?
Well, like your main tree.
Oh, the tree.
I mean, because I don't know what and
barely
no
a year
tree,
old.
and then, you know, so
My
maybe a
tree was
year
barely
or
a year
two.
old.
So what
Okay.
I do is when the limb, when the branch is about to cross, I take it off.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense.
Mine
Thank
grew
you.
so fast. It grew so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it grew fast, and then the roots was coming at the bottom of the pot. And
Oh my God.
the same thing
You don't
happened
have
with,
it in the pot, do you? You got it in the ground?
no, one is in the ground here. It put itself in the ground because it's gonna grow bad. But this one that I bought last year is in a like a 10-gallon elongated pot, and it went through the pot in
I
less than
was
a year.
asking
So I need to put mine in the ground.
Gulf Coast Granny,
Oh, okay.
do
I
you
got
have it in the ground or do you
in
have
a
it in the
pot. It's in a pot right now.
pot?
So I guess I ought to move it, huh?
You better move it, and if you can actually, because what my plans are, I had to leave mine in the pot.
Right.
Okay. Because when I went to move it, it had already bust through the pot into the ground.
What?
Okay. And right now, the trunk on it is this big.
Oh my Lord. And how old is it?
About 3 years old. Nah, 4 maybe. 3 or 4. 3 or
I'm
4 years
putting it
old.
in the ground. I got a place for it.
Hey, Fiber Jazz Rebecca, how you doing, dear?
Hey
Hello,
there.
Fiber
Being a
Jazz.
member.
How you doing?
But yes,
The crafty gypsy said y'all gonna make her want to
it
go and do
will
some
bust
diamond
through.
painting.
But I'm looking at, if you got one of those like plastic pots and okay for it to bust through, I'm looking at what I'm getting ready to do is I'm gonna make up some soil and put my fertilizer and stuff in there and put it in the pot. So when it rains or I put water on it, it's just gonna go right through, is right, to the roots instead of on the outside, it'll go through the pot.
Right.
Garcia says that she has a river in front of her garage. Wow, it's rained that much.
Wow.
Be careful. Wow. So who was that said they were diamond painting? Wanted to diamond paint.
That was crafty gypsy.
Oh,
What happened?
She said she wants to diamond paint now, but housework is calling. I say that housework will be there when you're done tomorrow when you wake up.
Still raining. Okay.
I'm just saying.
I thought about that. I had diamond painting on my mind today. I don't know why. That must mean I may try to do it.
No, Miss Peachnut, is the numbers is really, really small on there.
They are. Do you have a magnifying glass?
Yes, I do. I need the kind that stands up so I don't have to hold it.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have that. No, I don't. No, yes, I do. I have it with the round base.
Okay.
No, but I don't. It's not a magnifying glass. It's the kind of mirror that has regular side,
right,
on one side and the other. Yeah, I need the other kind.
That's what I need
to. It need to be like that.
Like what?
Round with on the stand so you can and have a light on it so you can be able to see.
Yeah, that's what I need. Yeah, so it won't be straining my eyes.
The last time I looked at those, they were about $20 on Amazon.
Oh, okay. I have to see if I get it.
I was going to order one and then I didn't, and now I'm kind of kicking myself for not doing it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to get that. I have been dealing with this pollen. This pollen has been the death of me. It's been
pretty bad. Today we had rain, so it kind of settled everything.
Down.
Yeah.
For all week,
you working on the saw?
Y'all, we had some crazy storms today. They were bad.
Hey, we had some crazy storms yesterday.
Was it yesterday? See, you sent them over here to me.
I went to Dayton yesterday to a bee farm.
Yeah.
And if I tell you it was raining over there, but I didn't get wet. That was crazy. When we stopped to get something to eat, it stopped raining. We was able to get out, go eat, get back in the car. It rained. When we got over there to the farm, it stopped, and we was able to go inside.
Oh, that's nice.
And while we was in there, it poured down. You can just hear it just pouring on the roof. It was pouring.
Wow.
When we was ready to leave, it stopped. Got in the car, headed on down the road, and it was pouring down raining. When I got home, it was dry as a bone at my house.
No kidding. Well, it sounds like
I'm like, man, all that rain they got, and they got some good rain. I need some of that rain over here for my garden, so I ain't have to water.
Right. We got really good rain.
You are waiting on your potatoes to spud. There are no eyes on your potatoes at all, but your sweet potatoes sprouted. That's a good thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sweet potato. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Jane Doe says crazy weather. It's a crazy weather here too. Had thunderstorms, tornado warnings, and flash floods all day.
I just remembered that I ordered some sweet potato slips, but they're not coming until
Backyard Garden. How you doing?
The first week of May.
Hey, Miss Ann, how you doing?
So I need to get a garden bed ready for my sweet potatoes.
Yep. Go ahead and get it set up.
Did I drop that video yet with my persimmon and I had to take the sweet potato out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you still dealing with those things. I cannot comment on your shorts.
That was a volunteer.
I have several shorts I cannot comment on. Has anyone run into that problem? YouTube.
You got to go in there, go into your studio and go into that video and go down there and put "not for children."
Oh, I have, but it's not my video. Somebody else, like your video. I couldn't comment on that. I couldn't comment on your short. So,
hey, Laura's Garden, how you doing?
I didn't try this time. I don't think.
How Laura's Garden? How you doing?
I don't have time to go back and leave a comment because I'm busy doing other things. Let me see. What the devil did I just do? Oh, for the love of God. That ain't what I'm trying to do.
Are you growing your Malabar spinach, Miss Mona?
I need to drop some more.
Yours didn't come up?
Yeah, it did come up and it grew. I had some, but the winter came along and took it off.
Oh, okay.
I need to do it.
So, Laura, you said you've had several that you couldn't comment on. I wonder what is that all about?
I know I had a few where other people can comment on, like on yours. I couldn't comment, but I saw other people was able to comment on it, but I couldn't.
I wonder what is that? What is going on with them?
I thought it was me.
No, Laura just said she's having that problem too. I'm having the problem. You're doing great. Going to visit family soon. Hope my garden survives. It will. Just water it real good.
Girl.
I just commented boo.
How long you gonna be gone? Because that's what my issue was. That's why I'm behind, because I was supposed to be not here this year.
Well, paper towel was mine, my Malabar spinach. It don't take this long to do what it's gonna do. I'm just gonna do 4 seeds inside this paper towel.
4 seeds inside the paper towel. Okay.
Yeah, inside this little Ziploc right here.
Okay.
I'm not
having good stuff with this doggone paper towel method you got me doing.
What you mean you're not having good results?
Last week, remember I did the basil?
Yeah.
Ain't not one of them germinated.
Well, basil, herbs take a long time.
Oh. Tell me
herbs
something.
They ain't gonna pop right up like everything else. Not normally. No, they take a while.
Okay. Nah, no.
I started some
There.
leeks this week, and they're already popping up. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
Because
the vegetables they're pretty quick, but the herbs, they're slow to germinate.
they're slow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my peppers are slow as Methuselah,
Yeah,
and
peppers slow.
I need to get a heat mat on them, but I don't have one. So I tried using the heating pad, but it's got an automatic shut off.
Yeah, that probably.
And that might be too hot for them anyway. And I don't want to burn them up.
How long have you been trying to germinate your pepper, Charlotte?
The what? The peppers?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
At least a week.
Hey, I'm biased.
They're in a paper towel.
Oh, okay.
They're
My garden is still, what is it she said at the top for the 9 to 7 days? Because I can't use my little thing.
Glad to see you. Thanks for coming through.
Let's check them out and see what's going on. Because I had to spray them day before yesterday. With water, because it was getting kind of dry in there.
Oh, okay. Mona Ann says she's going to be gone 7 to 9 days. I think that's what she's talking about. And Fiber Jazz says my garden is still in its infancy, growing, but slowly. Okay, so if it's still small, you'll be good. And so Garcia says, I had my potatoes on the counter for a whole month, and they still like I just bought them. So you got them from the regular grocery store? You may want to, and this is just a suggestion, now that they've been sprayed, you may want to go to Lowe's or Home Depot or Tractor Supply and just get some seed potatoes.
Okay, I think I might have two that are trying real hard. I don't see any. There's just a little tiny hook coming out of the bottom of the seed. Just a little tiny hook.
Now, which seed is that?
This is my daddle pepper seeds. Remember the ones I told you that were so old?
Yeah.
And I was going to try to germinate them anyway.
Because I'm telling you, coming out of it, that's the root. So that's a good start. You really could go on and plant it.
There's about 5 of them doing that. I'm counting them now. But there's one that looks like it's real promising. Okay, I'm gonna cover these bad boys back up.
Yeah, you might want to wait till you come back, Ann.
Just wait till you go to sleep. My son's going to Washington, D.C. On Tuesday.
Hey, Ambias, how you doing? So good to see you. I thought about you the other day.
He's going to be
How
playing.
How long does it take pole beans to germinate?
Just a minute.
Yeah, not long.
As soon as you put some water on
it. Yeah. I put mine in the ground on Tuesday, I think last week, and they're already up.
Mm-hmm.
And they're so pretty.
So sure, like you're in Mississippi. I was about to ask you about your climate. I don't need to even ask.
A bird came in my garden, and I know this because I found evidence of it. Candy roaster squash was peeping up about this tall. And that stinking bird grabbed it and took the leaves off of it. So I went out and planted 5 more just to spite it. I said, by goodness, you want some candy roaster squash? Here, have some.
Doggone. Look at you.
So at least I'm hoping just one of them will, survive the seedling stage. But I do have 2 coming up. And I don't even know how many I need.
They like mine too, Zach.
Have y'all ever grown candy roaster squash?
I'm growing it right now, and it grows vigorously.
That's what I'm afraid of.
My second year growing.
Yes, somebody, you need to plant some more because if it didn't come up, they wasn't good. You don't need to soak them. You need to, when you put the beans in, make sure that that dot that's on there is facing up and not downwards.
Yeah.
That's why I'm getting ready to germinate in the paper towel right now. I'm biased. I'm getting ready to germinate some. It's not pole beans, but it's blue lake green beans. Put them in the paper towel because they seem to germinate faster that way. And that's why it's a good idea if you can put things in the paper towel, because you can see what's
Hey,
germinated
CC.
and what's not germinated.
Well, that's true. And you don't have to waste your time putting your seeds out there and just wondering what's going to happen.
Right. So I'm putting this in the paper towel like that. I cut it to fit in there. It doesn't have to fit all the way.
Right.
Just a piece in there. And then you take your spray gun, your water sprayer, like just spray it. You don't want it saturated, but you want it like wet, like if you had it real wet and you squeezed it out. Wet
Black
like that.
beans, rice, cheese, and tortilla and
Ooh.
chicken. That's what it tastes like, CC.
Y'all,
Hey, Cece.
I made
Zach got a question, Miss Peachnut. You want to answer it?
Where is that?
Squashes, what does he said? He want to know what does germinate mean?
Germinate is what happens to the seed when it's beginning to grow your plant. It has the root to come out first, and it grows on up through the soil into an actual plant and then into your food. That's what happens when your seed is turned into a plant.
Yeah.
Germinating
Garcia,
means
email me your home address and I'll send you some. That's where you can find it.
What's she looking for?
Some yellow meat watermelon.
Who is that?
Garcia.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Cece. I'm sorry, I'm behind on the chat, y'all. Butternut squash. Oh,
well, I hope you got a big old trellis.
Cece, you know what germinate means. Don't sit there and play.
And I hope you got a trellis to hold all that squash.
Yeah. So my paper towel is ready, and I'm just gonna lay it. I like to keep mine flat and then put the seeds on top, because if you turn it this way, they'll roll down. So I keep it flat and just take my seeds and lay them on top, ziplock it up and put it in my cabinet or my pantry on top of a plate. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm through.
Bada bing,
Checking in
bada
about
boom.
3 to 4 days. These some old seeds I got in here. And so that's the thing too. These seeds are old. You don't know if it's gonna germinate or not. You don't have to worry
Zach,
about
it's okay to ask questions if you don't know the answer to it. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So just ask.
That's what we're here for.
So it's okay to ask questions, dear. You can ask whatever you want to ask.
Yeah.
And we'll answer you.
I was just talking
if
to
we know the
Cece,
question.
playing with her.
If not, somebody else might know the question.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I mean, know the answer.
I'm gonna grow a lot of beans.
I think I planted about 15 rattlesnake bean seeds out there. Was it rattlesnake beans? Yeah. Yeah.
Cece say, Charlotte, what you doing over there?
30 of them in there. Huh?
Oh, I'm doing my diamond painting. Because I can't find my crochet hooks. And I really wish I could, but
I'm trying to figure out. I got so many doggone diamond painting. I'm trying to figure out which one should I start with first.
Well, let me give you a little touch of advice.
Okay.
Don't start more than one at a time.
I'm not. I'm gonna do one at a time.
You finish what you start and then start another one, because if it ain't like crochet, you know how you can have like 29 projects going at once?
Right.
This diamond painting is not like that. And if you don't have some tunnel vision about one particular project, it can go crazy.
Okay.
Absolutely. And the thing is, you got all these little beads everywhere.
Right.
And if you had more than one project going at a time,
I ain't got room for that anyway.
Exactly. And I don't either. So yeah. That's the best advice I got.
Okay.
Other than I don't paper towel germinate my green beans. I just throw them in the dirt.
Who said that?
Who said that?
And take my chances.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that was me saying. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, when I do, it's container gardening.
And you have to
44.
know
I have to
what.
know.
Yeah.
Then before,
I get-
I'm taking these down to my lower garden. I need to know they're gonna, because see, I'll forget that they're out there. I need to know before I put them out there that they're gonna germinate. That they germinate.
Right. And I totally get that.
Yeah.
And look,
we've
my
had the
ways
deck
better
done.
than yours. You do yours because it suits you.
Exactly.
And that's what these folks in the chat need to understand. My way is different because it suits my garden. And her way is different because it suits the way she gardens and the space that she has. And,
there's more than one way to skin a cat.
There's more than one. Oh, my granny used to say that all the time.
Well, it's 48 now. It's dropping.
That's where you are, Mona?
Huh?
It's 48 where you are?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Y'all, you in Texas, and y'all picking something up, picking up the storm over there with that weather. We just 60 something. But that just lets you know how the weather varies.
Yes.
Her weather, like she's 48, so that cold in this way. So
yeah, but here's the thing about Texas and Mississippi, and all of us on the coast here. It might not do this again for 12 years.
Yeah.
We might go and have 85-degree Aprils for the next 12 years. You just don't know.
Right.
I have been in my kitchen wearing shorts with the air conditioning on Christmas Day making Christmas dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, I have too.
It's so hot, and honestly, the last 2 years, this one in particular has been a lot colder than any of the other winters that I have spent in Mississippi.
Right.
We did have 1 year where we had an ice storm, but that was probably 10 years ago. So the weather here is very unpredictable, mostly hot, but sometimes you just get a sneak storm or a sneak cold front, and you got to be prepared for it. Or you start your garden over like I did one February. I thought I was being cute, and I decided to put my tomatoes out on February 25th.
Uh-oh. Your tomatoes?
I did. I killed every one of them.
I know you did.
Dude, what's the name of that video? I forget the name, but oh my gosh, I was so mortified. Look, I'm not a new gardener. I should have known better.
Okay.
Should have known better. But it would, you get the itch, and you just got to get in the ground, and that's where I was at that year. And
we all be itching around
that gardening itch.
I know. But you know what? It's just really serendipity that it's taken me so long to get my garden in the plantable condition that it's in now. Because if I'd have done it last month, I probably would have lost a lot of stuff.
Right,
and I started planting stuff, last week? And I'm, according to my normal, usually I have my tomatoes in the ground by March 15th. So, and I'm able to because of our weather. But here we are in going in the second week of April, and I'm just now starting to get things done. Y'all, I planted my peppers, I planted my cucumbers, my candy roasters, my pole beans, tomatoes, eggplant, my tromboncino squash. And I think that's it. But that's all I'm going to grow. Well, that's not true. I'm going to grow my sweet potatoes, but when they get here.
Right.
I have 2 more garden beds to fill with soil, but I can't fill nothing right now. I have spent all my money. This trip of my son's to DC, I just had to go buy him 2 pairs of dress pants, he got 3 dress shirts and 2 sweaters because it's supposed to be cold in DC this week too. And now he likes it cold, so it won't bother him too much. But I did want to make sure he had at least a pullover sweater to layer his clothes. But I had to buy him almost $100 pair of tennis shoes.
Ooh.
Why do tennis shoes cost so much money? And they were not. They were not Nikes or any. They were Vans.
Vans are good. They last a long time.
Yeah, they do. If he wouldn't outgrow them, they would last him a good long time.
Cece says that she had 50 plants to die during that snow in Charlotte.
Oh my goodness. Cece, that's horrible. I'm not laughing. I'm not. It's a knee jerk because I know how heartbreaking that was. Good grief. I didn't have anything out there. In fact, my garden wasn't even put together when we had our snow. It was just rotting back there. So we waited. How long we've been working on the garden, Mona? About 2 months now. It seems like it's been about 2 months. But y'all, it is plantable, and I'm so excited.
I'm planting double now.
Yeah. Well, I've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've only got 14 tomatoes planted this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Usually I have like 25, 30, but I'm not doing that.
Well, what do you do with all those tomatoes?
I share them with my daughters, and I freeze them. I make sauce, like a really basic, not like marinara or spaghetti or nothing like that. All I do is I put some olive oil in a pan. I peel the tomatoes. I dip them in hot water and peel them. Or sometimes you can put them in the freezer whole and then let them get good and frozen, take them out and defrost them. That skin just peels right off.
Oh, okay.
But I do that. Okay. And then I put my tomatoes in with usually onions, a little bit of garlic, and salt and pepper. That's it. And I cook it. And then I bag it up into Ziploc freezer bags. And I have stacks and stacks of tomatoes in my freezer for all year. I hardly ever have to buy a can of tomatoes.
Okay. And you take that and use it when you're cooking.
Yes. Yeah. And we eat a lot of tomatoes here, in our cooking. Now, I don't eat them.
Biased.
I don't necessarily eat them fresh all the time. But I do use them to cook a lot.
Okay.
You just dropped 21 different pepper plants.
God, that's lots.
And you plant double that now just in case, huh? Okay.
Let's see. I only planted 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I only planted 12 peppers, but it's 4 different varieties. I've got 2 different kinds of bells, poblano and an Anaheim, which is kind of a poblano anyway, but those are my favorites. So that's what I'm growing.
You remember, I don't know if you remember, I think it was on Mona's Live when I cut that red, orange, yellow, and green bell peppers that I bought from the store, and I put them in.
I do.
Oh my God. Those things are huge. I've got to take them out and snail roll them. They are huge.
I bet they are.
They're so pretty. They're so pretty, but then I have so many bell peppers over here. And my honey's like, I don't want to see a bell pepper because we have bell peppers from last year in the freezer.
Oh.
I got so sick and tired of cutting them up. I started putting them in the freezer whole.
Yeah.
And, I just, but we don't have no space. So I will be giving away a lot of bell pepper plants.
I just love to grow peppers. That's one of my favorite things to grow.
I know, because that one year I grew a Bueno Mulata. That is beautiful.
Is it?
Yes. It's
Which
purple.
One? The purple one?
Yep. If you eat it while it's purple, you good. When it turned red, I don't know, because I ain't tried when it was red.
Was it hot?
It's supposed to be hot.
Okay. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
what I'm supposed to be doing?
You started the poblano from seed. Mona?
Yes, I did. Yes. Yes. I got my seeds from Farmer Q.
I've never heard of him.
Oh, he's the king of gardening. He's a real young man. And if I tell you he can grow some stuff and he go real deep into it, he do a lot of research.
Mm-hmm. Farmer Q, I have to look him up. Dorcia saying, Georgia, I did the same thing with my peppers are coming on. Yes. I mean, each one of the cups I did it in has at least 100 bell peppers in it. At least. Yes. I'm gonna show it to you, Fiber Jazz. I want you to see what this looks like. As soon as I put these seeds in here, I'm gonna empty this container out. This is the Garden Bean Kentucky Wonder. And it has an 11/20 date on here, so I'm about to find out if they're any good. So if they're not, I know in about 3 days because it don't take them long. Yep.
That's why I planted some tomatoes. Yum yum. He's nice on the eyes too. Yeah, he just got married.
Who?
I guess he divorced one girl and married the other one.
Who is that?
What are you talking about?
I don't see what you're talking about.
Okay.
Who are you talking to?
I was talking to
Cece.
Cece. Yep, he did. Baby, look at here.
I must be missing.
But one won't do, another one will. My mama told me.
I'm missing something.
Get some act right. Act right.
Cece said I need a little more seasoning in that jar. Are you talking about my sauce, Cece?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, the reason I do it that way is that way when I open it up and I pour it in the pot, then I jazz it up.
For whatever you're making at that time, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Barb.
Believe me, I put more seasoning in it. Hey, Barb. Oh my goodness.
See, Miss Peachnut, she just take off and leave.
I see that.
People be talking to her and stuff, and she take off and go.
That's all right. She must have something she's got to do.
Mm-hmm. No, she always messing with me about leaving. You know how we do around here.
You should have had some of the stew. I guess I'm going to call it a stew that I made tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It was chicken and sweet potato, spicy chicken and sweet potato.
That sounds good.
It was absolutely delicious. I made it. It calls for red beans, like kidney beans, chicken, sweet potatoes, garlic, a bunch of garlic, onions, yellow pepper, and that's kind of it. A can of tomatoes, some chicken broth. And then when you're done, you squirt lime juice all in there. Oh, the seasonings, oregano, cumin, chili powder, cocoa powder. What else?
Oh, take off for her, huh, Cece? I see you.
And some pepper flakes.
She should have did that.
Amazing. I was so tickled with it. It's the first time I'd ever made it, so I was, experimenting a little bit in the kitchen today. I haven't done that in a long time. But you know how you just get tired of eating the same old thing over and over again?
Uh-oh.
See, she ain't go to no potty trying to take up for her.
Who?
Is that Bonnie?
Cece, nope. Bonnie not here. There's Cece over here trying to take up for you now.
Cece, my friend, that's my buddy, my pal. Make me do it for a second.
I forgot to turn the thing back on. Well, between me and Miss Peachnut, there'll probably be constant potty breaks.
Ooh, you're trying to come
I'm
out.
always going to do the potty. You see me over here squirming a little bit, and that's like, okay, it's time to go. Look at them. Oh my goodness.
I told Mama to make me big. She didn't.
That's great.
They just all over the place. Can you blow me up?
Just look at that one too.
This is the yellow one. You see all these peppers in here? I dropped the seed directly out of the plant, out of the fruit.
Oh, that don't surprise me.
And this is the green one.
Uh-huh.
They're just ready, honey. Look in here. This is the red one. Not that you can tell because they're all green. And of course, now the last one, which is the orange one.
Okay. Look at that.
In here.
You know, I'm curious to see what colors the babies are going to end up being.
The babies?
Well, yeah, because those the peppers that you get from the grocery store 9 times out of 10 are hybrids. So you can plant the seeds and grow them and they make peppers, but they're not going to breed true to what the original pepper was.
That's the grocery store that I bought them from was selling hybrid. All of them don't sell hybrid.
That's true. That's true.
This is from the Asian store, and their fruits and vegetables are usually true.
Yeah. Okay.
It can come from Publix or Kroger's or something like that.
Sure, yeah. I've done that before too. Yeah. And I've either gotten red or green, which is fine. I mean, that's fine with me. I don't care.
Yeah, so I just wanted people to know the possibilities of what you can do.
Yeah,
and you can be on the corner down here of my driveway, not on the corner, but on the corner of my driveway. Yeah. Maybe $2 a plant. I'm gonna take them, each one of them out, and put them in their own little soil.
Okay.
They're already taller than the ones you get at the big pot store for $5.
And they look healthier too.
I see you laughing, Cece. I had to hurry up and straighten that out because I know how some of y'all folks are, going through the pause thing and everything. I mean, that time I she working the corner. Oh, the driveway corner with a sign that says $2 a plant. Same thing for my tomatoes as well. I got a lot of them. That's good to know. I use my store-bought pepper seeds too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You pay one time for that pepper, which is probably equivalent to what you would pay for a pack of seeds.
Right.
And you get more seeds out of there because now they're rationing the seeds out in the packages down to 10 seeds per package for like $3 or whatever. You
that ridiculous?
About that same amount for a bell pepper and you get hundreds of seeds. Go figure, do the math. You can take those seeds and send them to a friend or, share.
Yeah.
And as well as grow your own, so you go figure. Oh shoot. Big bird. Where he coming from? Where you coming from? Let me go back in here and put this down and let me find that sucker. Thank you for I'll be back.
What's she after now? Is there a bug or something?
Chasing bugs.
She's like, I ain't having no bugs.
Ain't having it.
When I went to the bathroom a little bit earlier, right? And I'm in there and I'm looking at my cat.
You need an orange what? I need the orange one.
Orange pepper.
Orange pepper?
Her feed store was out.
All right.
I didn't get any orange ones this year. I got yellow. And orange ones are my favorite. Hey, GT.
Slasher back on the hunt. What's Slasher?
She's talking about Miss Peachnut with her scissors.
Oh. Look, say she on the hunt. Look, I'll be right back. I gotta go find him.
She got them scissors in her hand. Come here. I'll get you.
I'm right here, Charlotte. I didn't leave you.
That was
That's
a huge mosquito, one of those big mosquitoes. And
Did you
he followed me
mosquito?
in the room and he went pop, pop. I said, yes. Another one bites the dust.
You know what? You better keep them around. They're mosquito hawks, and they eat regular mosquitoes.
He in my house. They bite you too.
You know what? I let them stay in my house.
Not in my house. No, he can't be sucking on my blood. Nope, little vampire. No, he needs to go.
No,
He
don't
can hunt
bite.
outside. No, they bite you. They sting you. They bite you. They suck your blood. They love my blood. No, that's all right. Next time he come back from this life, he'll know to go outside and hunt the mosquitoes outdoors. You can't hunt him in my house. No.
Well, put him outside because he eats mosquitoes.
Well, he wasn't eating no mosquito when I saw him. He was coming after me and doing. I guess
He was
I looked
coming
like a
after
mosquito.
you.
But he followed me to the right place. He went to the light, Carol Ann. Go to the light, Carol Ann, and the light took care of him. Mm-hmm.
Oh, they don't actually eat them. She was on a killing.
No. He got to hear that bit pop. Boom. He got it. He gone.
I did hear it.
Mm-hmm. He gone.
I want
He
to
in that
get me.
bed. That was a big mosquito. He was very intimidating.
I don't like mosquitoes at all.
Especially when they big and they got to look like a little bite dangling and trailing behind them. No, we ain't playing that. One of those anaconda mosquitoes, one's Jumanji mosquitoes, from Jumanji movie.
I would rather them be big so I could see them instead of tiny and biting on me and I can't see where they are.
Well, I see the small ones real good.
You do? I don't.
I don't need to see the big ones. The big ones are the ones you see me, girl, please. That's a scary look. He was in the plant. He was obviously in those pepper plants. He came in here with it. So he gone now.
Good.
Yeah, they can be whatever they can be and eat whatever they want to eat, but they need to eat it outdoors.
They need to do it outside.
Food.
Well, see, now that's how I feel about spiders.
Kids Sunshine is so funny.
I know. That was funny about death row.
Oh, death row. Hey, they are definitely getting a death sentence in here. I'm serious.
I don't like to let spiders live in my house. I have to get rid of them.
Oh, no.
I don't like spiders. Now, outside, I won't mess with them because they belong outside.
I kill them too.
They can't live in my house.
Because I get tired of walking into their webs. I came in here one day about 2 years ago and I walked into a web that had babies in it. And
God,
they were all in my hair. Until I turned around with a little tiny web dropping in front of my face. And I was like, what is this?
Stop. Oh my gosh.
After that experience, spider webs have to go.
Yeah.
After I saw the spider last year web up a big old fat bumblebee. Big, fat, black and yellow bumblebee. He happened into her trap. I almost walked into the spider web, which was like half my body size. And looked up and saw it and backed off, and a bumblebee at the same time flew into the web. She worked real fast and she shot. See, I never knew where the webbing came from. I didn't know where the webbing came from. It comes from his foot. She immediately started shooting this white stuff at the web, at the bee, and turning, and she was working real fast because the bee was fighting, and then she'd sting it to make it stop, to sting it, to stun it, and then she web. It was the most horrible thing I ever seen. I was like, I never knew where the web came from, how that happened. I never seen a spider web.
Well, she had to eat real good for a few weeks at least, huh?
No, she didn't, because I went in the house. One time I went and got my ring. That spider was this long, and I ain't over exaggerating. It was a yellow one and black with some kind of yellow body in the middle. She was this long, intimidating.
It sounds like a wolf spider.
Huh?
It sounds like a wolf spider.
It could have been a dog spider. It was gonna go.
Dog spider.
I don't care, wolf, dog, cat, rat, monkey. It was not gonna live in my garden because see, I'm busy, and I can't have to. I don't need to walk into that web. I've seen webs out there half my body size.
It's traumatic anyway when you walk into a spider web. I mean, because I automatically turn into a ninja.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
You be out there like this.
I like,
I don't want to have to do all that. So she killed the bumblebee, and I went after her. Moon stars yelling. You sending me that?
oh,
Because I want some of those.
No, I only got 4,
You sending me
and I'm
one?
giving them to Darcia. She asked for it.
Okay. This is Darcy.
And she asked for, this is what you asked for, right?
oh, the orange pepper.
Oh, I got those. Yo, are you kidding me? See, what's wrong with you? See, I try to be nice about them snakes in your yard. You want me to take the spider web and use it for some dental floss? Are you out of your mind? You first. You go first. You go first. Web floss.
Oh, my
You
Lord.
a video showing me how you use the webbing for your dental floss, and then I'll try. Show by example. Yeah.
Do what now?
She talking about you don't use the web for some dental floss. See, no CCA
Oh,
web
wow.
type. She be in garden too long. That's that Texas heat messing with her brain. Zach says,
Zach-
I like spiders. I want a spider pet. You can come on here and get all the spiders you want and pet them all you want to. But
Mm-mm.
until you do, they gonna meet the maker over here. If they get it that way.
Right.
But they eat bugs.
And that's
They do.
fine. They was trying. Look, I needed that bumblebee to pollinate
Oh.
my flowers.
It had a bumblebee in it.
A big one. And she webbed that thing up like boom, 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 boom. He was just turning. And when he was trying to fight and get away, she'd go and sting him through the web. She's just stinging. And then she'll roll him
Anything else,
again.
Darcia?
Huh?
Peach Nut
Go ahead.
witnessed the murder.
Yeah, I witnessed something. You know, I went in the house. I called my honey. I said, meet me at the door with the raid.
Oh, no, Zach. No, Zach.
Oh, no. We
You want a
can't have
pet
critters
mouse,
like.
pet rat? What in the world?
You started.
Now, I had a friend who had a pet rat, and it was a nice little rat.
No rat is nice.
I wouldn't want one in my house.
I know some places you can go get a whole bunch of folks let you have all the rest. Oh. You ready to get them, Zach?
And I'm about ready to have a good long talk with these birds in my neighborhood.
What they doing to you, Miss Charlotte? Talk about the bird, girl.
Mm-mm.
They're
What's
eating
going
my seedlings.
You know, I had to cover up my. I showed on the video my peas,
Take her when it
my
comes
dragon tongue beans, my dragon tongue beans. I went out there and I was like, what happened to the beans? You know, they go and get the leaf. I said, what happened to the leaf?
I'm weird.
Then I thought about the birds that I seen flying in that area. I said, you know, them suckers coming over here, even they would get the seedlings if you let them. So I had to cover it up.
And I didn't know what had happened to it because it was cut off. And I thought, oh no, I've got cutworms in my garden. Well, then I looked a little further and there was the top of it laying right maybe this far from it.
Right.
I said, that was a stinking bird that did that.
Yep. They would get your bird. The birds would get your seedlings and they get your seeds.
And that's what it did. It dug around because you could see where there was a hole and it dug up the rest of my seeds. Well, two of them. I had 2 more that were coming up and I covered them up with milk cartons, upside down milk, or I cut the top out of it and I set it on top.
Right.
And until they get big enough that the birds won't bother them.
Right. You have to wait because I've got dragon tongue beads in the container out there. They don't bother them because they're too big now.
But they like sweet things like sugar snaps and green beans, and the one they got to mine was the candy roaster squash, and those are sweet.
Yes.
And I'm like, man, y'all suck.
Daddy,
so
lives are allowed to live in my house.
I said a few choice words to them, but we're about to have to come to Jesus out there.
No, that's right.
Well, and another thing too, I was watching a video today about a lady who had blueberries, and she was talking about how to protect your blueberries from the birds, right?
How did she say to do it?
Well, her solution, which I found comical, was, well, first of all, she tried bird netting. Well, that don't work because the holes are like an inch square and they can stick their little beak right through there and grab a stinking blueberry, right?
Yeah.
I said, well, bird netting was a bad idea. So then she said, but I learned that all I have to do is feed the birds. So I take up my bird feeders in the front yard and it keeps them from wanting my garden. I said, that's a lie. Because you know them birds are going to try to get them blueberries before they'll eat that bird seed.
Right.
Because that's more appealing to them. It's a little snack. It's like eating cake versus, spinach.
Well, what happens, the more you feed your birds, the more birds come.
That's right.
And more, trust me, and that's how I know.
Yeah.
Darcia says that I'm the killer and the undertaker when it comes to bugs. I know that's right. I kill them and I put them in the trash.
I bet you I wouldn't spend the night with him. He would never get me to go to his house. Hey, Robin.
Hey, Robin.
Hey, Miss Robin. I only kill spiders if they try to shower with me.
Ooh.
The crafted gypsy says the daddy longlegs are allowed to live in my house. Perfect fly catchers. I kill them too.
No, I'm not going to kill them.
They love coming in my tub, so I take some what's that green Irish Spring liquid soap and pour it on top of them so they can't move, and let them sit in that for a minute.
I'll pick them up and take them outside.
You pick them with your hand?
Yeah, they do. They be watching too. As soon as you walk away, they go get it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The birds.
Yeah. What you have to do with birds, let me tell you this. The bird netting will work. Any netting will work. What you have to do is take sticks and put it around your plant and situate them out. And then you put the netting over it. Then they can't get to it.
Then they can't get to it, right.
Tomato cage.
Over.
And then you just put the netting over it and they can't get to it. That's what I have to do.
Right.
So, and I'm going to do a demo with my blueberries are about ready to be attacked by the birds. Right now, they're not ready. You just take a tomato cage or one of those cages you get at Home Depot that's square.
And put the bird netting
put it around that and put the bird netting around that and over the top, and they cannot get to it. But if you have it sitting on the bird, if you have it sitting on the berry, if they can't pull the whole berry through, they will eat part of it.
Right, sure they will. They do it with my tomatoes all the time too.
Oh, honey, we had a fight with my tomatoes last year. I didn't think they would eat my tomatoes, but those suckers, I'm feeding them. Food is right there on the deck, and they're coming up there eating my tomatoes.
That's right.
Then I put the little jury bag over the tomatoes. They punched a hole through the jury bag and went after the tomatoes. That's how smart they are. So what I did was took their food away.
Okay.
Yeah, I took the food away.
Okay.
They still out there looking for some food, a bunch of dumb dummies.
Well, they shouldn't have been in your garden, right?
They shouldn't have been up there. I'm feeding them. I had the bird feeder that I had gotten from this company, and I'm feeding them, keeping it full. And they the things I got from them was for them to come and eat that up.
Garden.
Look, they went from taking 3 days to eat the bird food up to eat it up in 1 day. It started to be getting expensive because bigger birds start coming.
Yeah.
Running away the smaller birds.
Mm-hmm.
Then my tomatoes was missing, and then they ate my eggplant.
Oh no!
Oh, I was looking forward to that eggplant. I was mad as I don't know. My cucumber, they came and cut my cucumber plant in half. I went out there one day. The top part was just a dangling, and the bottom part was still in the pot. So,
well, I have more trouble with birds, I think, than anything other than the vine boring bugs. But y'all, I'm not growing any squash that, except for the candy roasters and the trombone.
They're resistant to the vine borer. I think.
I hope that you are right about that. That's why I'm growing them, because apparently all those things are resistant. But I'm not growing any yellow squash, no zucchini, nothing like that this year. Squirrels jump in your grow bags when they can. Oh, I despise squirrels. And now I don't have my cat that used to be my garden cat. I can't let I have 5 cats at home, but I can't let them outside because they don't know how to act.
Oh, that's
And
hard.
he did. He was an outdoor cat. He knew how to come home and not run in the road and stuff. And he was my garden cat, and he used to keep all the squirrels away. I was actually able to grow sunflowers the last year I had him, because he would keep them off my sunflowers.
Okay.
But, and I mean, I don't think he did it on, I didn't train him or nothing to do that. It was just, he didn't like squirrels, so he'd go after them. Or maybe he wanted to eat them. I don't know. But, he
I
kept
think
them
I
away.
have a squirrel digging in my pot. Not happy. You need to figure it out and you're gonna have to put something over your pot, a row cover, and secure it down with a rope or clamps or whatever.
Mhm.
You know, we can have this food. You just have to figure out ways to have it. Just go on ahead and put a row cover over it. Laura, you have some row cover and cut it to fit the pot. But make sure you bring it down low enough, because as your plant grows up, you're going to still need to put the cover over it and let the cover grow up with the plant.
Right.
Good night, CC.
Good night, CC.
Yeah, because I'm ready to shut it down in about 29 minutes myself.
Are
I
you?
got things to do in the
Yeah, we've
morning.
been on here an hour and a half. Boy, time flies when you're having fun.
Has it been that long? Oh my.
Mm-hmm. Y'all having a good time.
Yes,
She
ma'am.
said y'all having a good time like she ain't. You know that's gonna be a phone call when we get off, right? You already know that, don't
Look, look. I just finished eating, you know.
you?
I done got these
the
seeds
eyes.
together so I can ship them out.
Darcia
yeah.
White says the birds ate most of my cherry tomatoes and my husband ate the rest.
Husband ate the what?
Her husband ate the rest.
Y'all don't forget, Miss Mona has memberships available. They're very reasonably priced, and she could use the support on her channel so she can keep making content that y'all want to see. So
thank you, Charlotte. I appreciate you.
Well, Miss Jane Doe reminded me.
Yeah, she been putting it out there. She done put it out there 50 million times.
Good.
50 million, huh?
Uh-huh.
Well, it has been a wonderful chat. I didn't know it had gotten so late.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Y'all having a good time.
We are enjoying your show today.
That's
Yes,
we
you
do
know
all the
what?
time.
It's a good show.
It's a good show, girl. Look, y'all, anybody want some collard greens? As if y'all ain't got to I got plenty of collard greens. I just dropped all them seeds. This is
I don't know if I have
These are my collard. These were dropped
collard greens here till about September.
You said what? Oh.
I can't grow collard greens here till September.
Oh, that's right. You're too hot.
Mm-hmm.
You can, but it would take a lot of sheltering. You don't need to do all that.
No, I'm not going to do that.
My stuff is so ready to go outside.
My greenhouse on my greens.
This was done the end of March. It's ready. As a matter of fact, it's trying to produce. I'm looking at it right now, right here. It's trying to grow its squash inside.
Look at that.
But what I do with my squash, Charlotte, is I started this time of the year. When May hit, I put them out, and they're producing immediately before the squash vine board comes. I did that last year, and I did about 4 harvesting off of my plant. Never got it never was attacked by the squash vine board.
Well,
early.
Our vine borer shows up in about May.
So you actually can start yours in March and put it out.
Yeah, I can. And I would have if I would have had a garden out there.
Yeah.
But since I didn't have it, I just decided to forego it this year.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
But I did do it earlier last year, and I mean, I got a good harvest from the squash and the zucchini.
Yeah. And really that's one of the cheaper things you can buy at the groceries right now. So it's not too much of an inconvenience not to be able to grow them, except for the fact that, you know, squash is one of the first things that produce in the garden.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it takes what, 40 days or something like that, 50?
It's the first vegetable to produce.
Yeah. Yeah. So I enjoy growing the squash because it, you know, gives you that quick sense of accomplishment.
That's right. And now what I'm going to do with these collards, I'm going to plant them close to the top.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to plant them close to the top, and I'm going to snail roll them close to the top, and then let them continue to grow. They are not naked. They've just been in here and they've been ready to grow and something else. But I haven't. Yeah. I was gonna do it today, but it's pouring down rain all day. Mona, what fruit do you have in your yard that is fruiting right now? What trees is fruiting?
That mulberry.
You say that mulberry. Lord, geez.
You already have mulberries?
They getting ready. Look, you didn't see the video?
I saw the
I dropped the video. I dropped a video of my mulberry tree. I thought I did.
Okay.
And I was showing all the mulberries that's on there. It's a bunch of them. It won't be long before I'll be eating mulberries.
Oh, man.
Do you have problems with the birds?
Hell, the bird has got a great big old nest in that calamansi tree looking at everything, waiting. It's 50 million families over in that tree.
That bird's going, I can't wait.
When I do a video, all you hear, chirp, 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 chirp. And that's them birds. But I don't bother birds, you know. I just do.
You know something, Darcia, you know, by the time you go and get them turnip greens, you could
want some turnip green seeds? Darcia, that's why I didn't seal it. Something told me not to seal it. I didn't seal it. You need some seeds, Darcia?
Yeah, because she could drop in a cup like this to get them started and cover them very light because they don't really need no soil on them. Water them, and they'll be up in a couple of days.
I need to check and see, GT. I might not have dropped it. I had a lot of videos.
Oh,
you know, I follow. Thank you.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Rebecca. That's so kind.
What did I do? What else was going to say? She threw me all off. I forgot what I was saying.
You were talking about the mulberry and
I was talking about the video. I did a lot of videos because you know I'm not good at going out there. So now that I have members, I have to do more. So I'm trying to drop more videos. So I went out there and did different videos, and I've been trying to drop one a day. And I don't know if I dropped the mulberry, but I need to check and make sure. But I thought that's what I dropped today was the mulberry tree.
Well, I saw the persimmon one today with the sweet potato that you got.
Oh, okay. So that's what I dropped today. So
okay.
I need to look and see. I thought, well, maybe I dropped the mulberry last week then. Because there's a lot of mulberries on the tree. And that thing is so tall. If I didn't drop it, I'd be dropping it tomorrow.
Well, let me ask you this. How tall do you let your tree get?
Girl, this is my first year letting it get that doggone tall. It's about 10 feet tall.
Ooh.
You're going to have so many mulberries
you know, some of them are already starting to turn.
No
way. Up there, all the way up there at the top.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you only get mulberries like during certain months, or does it bloom all year long and give you mulberry, or like all summer?
It does twice. It does it twice.
Twice. Okay.
Yeah, twice a year, in spring and the fall.
Okay. So I might get some in the fall?
Yep. I don't know. It all depends. I don't know. You got it. You say you got it in a pot. Have you fertilized it?
Well, yeah. I gave it some.
You might because it's not grafted or anything. You got a straight up, and it wasn't bare rooted either. It had root on there.
Yeah.
So you might get it might, I don't know. It all depends on how you treat it and how many limbs you get on there, and
Right.
Well, let me
Right.
say this to you. Those mulberries that I cut, the cuttings that are growing right now, some of them
Yeah.
have mulberries on it. So yeah, you probably
I
will
saw
get them.
that. You had a
Yeah,
little baby mulberry right
yeah,
there on it in that one.
yeah.
I saw that.
You
I'm
plant
gonna
some
be
strawberries.
staring at this
Oh,
thing all
okay.
summer. I
All
will.
right,
I'll
Miss
be
Georgia, I
Garcia.
planted some strawberries after I seen your video.
Good, good. Go
oh,
for it.
now
Yeah,
that is something I'm not planting this year.
strawberries.
I don't have a space for it for strawberries.
You don't have like a
You
way to
need to
go
go get me
vertical.
another.
Not right now, I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna decide next year to get me one of them green stalks and put some strawberries in it.
Yeah, we went to
I need to
Costco.
go
They
look
had them
at
little
this
stocks right there.
picture.
They were real cheap. I can't remember, but they were like I think $24 or $14. Something. I don't know. My girl $18. My girl could pay for
Yeah. hmm
it. And
And
so
I don't have to have the green stalk brand.
yeah,
That's not what I mean. I mean just a stack. That's what I meant. I just figured people would know what I was talking about if I said that.
Charlotte. GT is saying size of the pot at Charlotte.
It's about 10 inches across and maybe 12 inches deep.
Okay, where's my scissors?
If I had to guess, I'd say a 3-gallon nursery pot.
See my cat hat I made?
Oh, that's cute. Look at the colors.
Oh, I love the colors.
Put it on. That is so cute, like a Dr. Seuss hat.
Oh, that's cute. I like that a lot. Are you making those for the donations, or is that
Yep.
for?
I'm trying to, and I got another hat on the same string, so I'm trying to cut it off because I was out riding, and when I finished this, I was like, I started this one on the other end, but I need to cut it
Oh,
so I can start another one. I still got
oh wow.
enough to do a couple of more hats.
Um,
So
well, you should save one for yourself.
She probably got
I
so many hats in that house,
you think
honey.
so?
Yeah.
No, ma'am, I don't. I really
You
don't.
sold,
Miss Peanut.
so all those hats I saw on TikTok, you don't sold them?
Or gave them away. One of the two.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Then.
Especially them
The one like what I have. With the
yes,
ruffles?
all those are sold.
The
Yeah.
ruffle ones.
Yes, ruffle.
Yeah, I can believe that. I would never stop making those because a lot of people would buy those all day long.
I make them as they come because it takes up a lot of yarn and don't make no sense to have it sitting here collecting dust.
And it
Somebody
hurts
say that,
like
they
crazy.
want to buy
Okay.
one, I'll make it.
I'm just saying, it hurts to make that
GT
hat.
says that
I
it
think
might
that's how I hurt
Charlotte,
myself because I
GT
made
said it
so
may
many.
grow a few mulberries this year.
A few this year. Thank you, GT.
Thank you, Rebecca.
It's okay. If it
Thank
wants to rest
y'all.
here and grow roots and do what trees do and give me a bunch next year, that's fine. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It might give you a few more berries this year. It might because I had already put it in the soil, and I'm trying to think. That was last season, so it might give you something this season. Yep.
Yeah, I'm kind of tickled.
It's not trying to make roots. It is trying to make roots. It only had a little bit, but it's still at the stage to where
Well, I put it in some water when you sent it to me just to rehydrate everything.
Okay.
And then I kept it in the water overnight and I put it in that pot the next day.
Okay.
So whenever that was, because I can't remember now, but it was sometime in the fall, wasn't it? Yeah, it was sometime. It wasn't even cold out yet.
So you got it from Mama last year?
Yeah.
No, she got it this year.
Was it in January? No, it was before Christmas.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that was somebody else I sent it to. I'm sorry.
You should have seen a lot of growth.
Because I know I sent somebody a tree.
Wasn't me.
Said I wasn't gonna never do that again. They was trying to charge me $100.
Really?
Oh,
I did. What's a tree?
Send a tree. Yep.
No.
You must have put some soil
And
around
it wasn't even 3 ounces. The doggone box weighed more than the doggone tree.
That's
you must have put some soil in there, Mona.
Some who?
Soil. Did you put soil?
No.
What?
I shook the soil off of it.
Darcia, yes, go for it.
If you paper towel and put it in the plastic bag and shipped it.
Darcia, which blueberry is it you're looking at? Because I just got 6 brand new ones.
I'm going to get that blueberry plant I seen on. Yeah, they on sale, huh? What I'm supposed to be getting for you? Because I ain't want to forget. I done forgot already.
You had it packaged up over there, I thought.
No, something else. She wanted something else, some turnip greens.
Yeah, turnip greens.
I thought she was saying she wanted to go to the store and get some turnip greens, so she wants turnip green seeds.
Yeah, because I asked her and she said, yes, please.
Okay.
Turnip greens won't grow here until September.
See, I'm going to go find some turnip greens.
So
which kind you want?
Oh my goodness, the peach tree. I don't know why I didn't think I was gonna get peaches. Peach trees are usually a sure win, but I went out there. I got peaches growing on my
amazing.
Tree. Yes, I got apples on an apple tree. I wasn't expecting apples. I said, thank you.
I did not know how beautiful apple blooms were until I saw your video.
Oh wow! Yes. Oh,
I have never seen an apple tree in bloom before, and those are just gorgeous.
They are so pretty, and so I have a bunch of trees are so plants are funny. You look at them one day, they look like they're not doing anything. You go out there the next day, and they're just just popping over with flowers.
Yeah, singing an opera,
Yes. So I'm going to do a video probably tomorrow if the weather permits and show all of my apple trees down in my lower garden. That's all full of blossoms. Full of blossoms.
Does it smell good?
I don't know. When I go down there and find out, I'm going to have to probably wear a mask because, me and pollen. And I want to show my plums that's already formed. Because they're the first over.
The plums are the first to form?
Yeah. The first to form. So I'm going to show the plums. I've got tons of plums. You saw the video? Yes, Darcia. Gorgeous. You saw, I'm just beside myself to walk on my deck and get like fruit and the vegetables that I have out there. I'm just so beside myself. I got stuff in the lower garden, I got a lot of stuff down there, but on my deck, it's just gorgeous to me. I got everything growing, on a small scale. Ann says, I never knew trees grew flowers. Really? Wow, what a learning curve for you. Yes, they do. Especially fruit trees, but you have all your other trees that bear flowers, magnolias, and I can't think of all the trees that bear flowers. There's hundreds of them.
Crepe myrtles.
Yeah. I got a crepe myrtle out there.
Cut it down.
Huh?
It's a trash tree. I hate crepe myrtles. Hate them.
Well, I didn't know they multiply like they do.
Oh my gosh. And if you cut it down, it's even worse because the roots, they spread out and they send up shoots everywhere, all over your yard. It's ridiculous.
I was like, I told my husband, I said, where does this tree come from? We're right next to the big one. I said, it's another crepe myrtle. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So
it's a weed. An absolute
you see
weed.
Short videos too. Yes. She's got some shorts out there. But yes, your trees, especially your fruit trees, they come up, they have the bud, And then next thing you know, the bud opens into a flower, and then
Yeah,
that
'cause that's
flower
where your fruit comes
closes
from.
up and turns into a fruit. That's the process.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna keep you posted so you can watch my fruit tree out there, with a bud. Then it opens up into a flower, and then the flower closes up and turns into the fruit.
And
That's the
turns
process.
into the fruit. It's really amazing to see all of that in action. To me,
Mhm.
it is. To me, it is. It's fascinating. And the funny thing about plants is we sit here and think that we're growing them, but really they're growing themselves because they want to grow.
Mhm.
So you say your flowers on your apple tree uh look like they went on to the next step. Yeah, well the next step is when they close up and they're turned into a fruit. They're making fruit for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I
It
just
looked
think it's
like
so
that
beautiful.
persimmon coming up with a persimmon on it
Oh
when I did the
really?
video. Yeah,
That
when I did the
persimmon flower
video,
is
you can
so
see a
pretty.
little bug.
Yeah.
Oh no, 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 no. Wrong color.
Uh-oh.
Darn it. Darn, darn,
Persimmons
darn.
sneak up on you though. They sneak up on you. They look like they ain't doing that. You go out there and walk past and you be like, uh-oh, I'm getting persimmons.
Y'all, my dad had to cut his persimmon way back, like 12 inches above the ground. He don't
Wow.
know if it'll live or die, but it got sick over the winter. Maybe the freeze killed it, because they got snow up there too. And
Mm-hmm.
he don't know what happened to it. But look at there. There's some turnips for you, the purple tops. Those are
All
yummy.
right.
Um,
What's that turnip right there? Turnip green. Okay. You about to be hooked up, Miss
yeah.
Darcia. Look what Miss Mona's doing. Yeah, just like Roses, Darcia, the same process. Uh-huh. I see you have me on notifications. I'm going to look for you on my videos to say something because I will be out there showing it to you. You know me.
Well, if she ain't watching, I will, because I want to see it. I mean, I've seen fruit before, but I've never seen apples. Because
Yeah,
we
the
can't
flowers of
really,
the blossoms are gorgeous.
yeah, I was absolutely amazed at how pretty those blossoms were. They're beautiful. Now I can't figure out, are they white or pink or both?
They're white. When they're closed up, the bud is pink, but when they open
Okay.
up, they open to white. Uh-huh.
Oh
And
man.
I don't know if it's changes from Apple brand or type to Apple brand or type.
Right, right.
But that's a gala.
And again, thank you. Oh, Darcia. That's what you need to be doing. Y'all did. Have y'all been watching Lead Farmer lately?
Not really.
Mm-mm.
What has
Well,
he
I
been doing?
like Lead Farmer, but I think he's getting a little zealous about things.
Yeah, about what's going on in the world.
Yeah, and it's a little bit disturbing. I mean, look,
Uh,
I know people are passionate, but I'm worried about him.
He's gonna be all right. He's
It's
just
gonna be
going
all
through a
right.
little rough patch right now, and I feel him. I do feel him. I do
Yes,
feel it.
I
He
do
got to
too.
get it out and let him get it out, and he really wants people to listen and be alert. Hey,
They
Jessica.
do, he does, and he wants people to be prepared for anything that could happen.
He's
And
feeling something in his spirit. And when you feel something in your spirit like that, you know certain things. You
he
don't want to
was
hold it in.
he was so on point today. And if you haven't seen him, you should
Hey,
maybe go back
Jessica.
and watch his live stream. He was talking about how people today put up with anything. And back in the 60s and 70s, and
They
people were
didn't.
protesting, and that they
Yeah.
were changing things.
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays people just don't. And
Let it
he's
go.
so right about that. They just sit back, let things happen, and they
Mhm.
don't say anything. And they don't
Yeah.
do anything.
When I was a bus driver
Mm-hmm.
and I get that feeling and I get to talking and stuff, then people thought I was crazy. But
Mm-hmm.
I would a lot of times I would talk about how weak we are now.
Yeah.
We are very weak
Water down.
because back in the day, if they didn't like something, they did something
They
about
did
it.
something about it.
Amen.
You
They so
know,
did.
it's like we well, I can't even say what I want to say. We are overdue
I understand
because
what you're saying.
ain't nobody they made attempts, but I think that wasn't even the attempt. I don't think was real.
I think some of the attempts were,
Right. Well, anyway, look, political, right. And
and I'm not
I
sure
don't
that was,
like I really don't like the
and I get
we
that,
can
Mona,
talk
but
about
that's
this
the thing.
on the back. You know
But
what?
we're in
We out of here
trouble.
in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, y'all. We out of here.
Y'all
So maybe
understand.
um uh
You know, talk over me so I don't say nothing. I'm sorry.
no, we getting out of here.
Mona, watch
Look,
your manners.
look.
Watch your
Charlotte,
manners.
tell them about your channel. We
Yeah, it's
out
just
of here.
about my little corner of paradise here in South Mississippi and what I do on the daily. And I enjoy crafts and I enjoy gardening. And I have a bicycle that, well, it's a tricycle that I ride through my town. It's electric. It's cool. And
Girl, you know what gave me what you just made me visualize?
what?
That lady on the Wizard of Oz.
You remember remember the music. Look at you. Charlotte, you something
Go
else.
ahead, Charlotte. I'm sorry.
You don't see too many Wizard of Oz movies.
I was thinking about maybe wearing a witch hat and playing that music off the back of
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my God. Sorry.
You watched
now
it
that
too many times.
But anyhow, I'm trying to get back into doing YouTube on a regular basis because I did take quite a long hiatus, and I do live streams about 3 times a week. I took a week off last week because I just needed some time, but to tend to my family and some things. But I'm going to be back at it tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Be there, be square.
Because I was looking for you. Was it? I called Mom. I said, "It's Charlotte on." I was looking for you when you said you may come on, and I didn't get a notification. So
So I put out a community tab post saying that I was gonna not be live, that some things had come up and I needed to take a little bit of a break.
yeah,
But I don't think a lot of people saw it, and that's okay. You know, it is what it is because I don't get a whole lot of traction on community posts yet.
well, you have to be there at the right time too for the community post. So
That's true.
I don't, and then I miss a lot of stuff because of because of my life.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And if it's not there in front of my face, a lot of times I just don't see it, and I feel so bad because I want to be supportive.
Sure.
But I'm also super busy.
If you can't come, you just can't come, and it's okay.
Thank you.
Okay,
It
Miss
is. It has
tell
to
us
be.
about your channel.
You say something?
Yes, ma'am. Tell us about your channel.
Oh, hello, you guys. I am Miss Georgia Peach Nut Garden, and my name is Miss Gail. You may call me Miss Gail. I garden in grow beds primarily, and I do some in-ground growing. And I do a live on Tuesdays at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, PM, 10 p.m. Y'all be there on Tuesday now, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we'll talk about gardening, crocheting. I may throw a little political stuff in there. I don't know. Y'all know me. I'm off the cuff. But I thank you guys for coming. I thank Miss Mona for having me on board, and Miss Charlotte for letting me call her Miss Charlotte. You're so sweet. I love all you guys in the chat, and I'll see you in the garden soon.
All righty, y'all. I want to say thank each and every one of y'all for coming through and hanging out with us, and and allowing the girls to enjoy themselves and tell you all about gardening and growing and diamond painting and and Miss Darcia over here snatching up all my seeds.
Get in where you fit in, Darcy. Yeah, that's right. Get her, girl. Get her. She got a whole house full.
But it's okay, Darcy. You know me. When we don't know me, you find out now. Anyway, I love y'all, each and every one of y'all, and my channel is about gardening and yarning and crocheting and and laughing. I really like to have fun and make jokes and enjoy the people, so we can have a very good week coming up. And we'll start it off right, and good morning to everybody. And I want to say good night and sleep tight